Alright, good morning guys. Alright, well I got out here this morning, started doing stuff, and I'm like, well, why are you not filming things? So anyway, alright, so I went ahead, my lights came in, for the grow lights came in, so I ordered a 2-pack. I got 2, but I only put 1 here for right now to see what it's doing. There's a little shade on the 2 ends, so I might just move things in some. I'm gonna just kind of just leave it and just see how it works. And the other light, I'm thinking about setting something up inside, getting some shelving, and starting some seeds indoors with a grow light and growing some things indoors. Just I've never done that, so I want to do it. And I want to take y'all along with me while I do it and show you, so maybe it's something you can do, because that's another way you can grow your lettuce indoors, or your greens, your bok choy, your lettuce, things like that. If you want to grow some inside, even your some herbs, if you want to do your parsley and whatever else you like to grow indoors, your basil, you'll be able to do it inside. Now my thinking is those metal shelving units that you can get like at Home Depot or Walmart or whatever. So I'm going to be checking on some of that, some pricing on that, and the sizes, because I got to figure out a place to put it, because of course we really don't have room inside. But I'll make room for this. I might do a little small setup, you know, and if it works good, I'll order another set of these lights and you know, make a couple of shelves. So which I think it's probably is going to do good, you know. Anyway, the baby quail are doing just fine. Checked them this morning. They're all there, all 11 of them. They're running around having fun. Now they resting there today. But they're doing good. That's one drinking some water. They're growing already, you guys. It's amazing. Okay. Unfortunately, I had a dead quail down here. Don't know why. She was dead. I don't know. Never really had that happen, but I know that happens. Even with chickens, sometimes you'll go out there and one's dead, and you're like, wow, there's no signs of it being sick or anything like that. So there's some internal problems that probably go on with these chickens that we don't, and chickens and quail that we don't know what's going on, you know. Could have been egg bound, you know. I didn't go checking for all that, but regardless, that's what's happening, you guys. So I woke up to having a dead quail, and the baby quail doing fine. And I set up my little grow light. It looks pretty good. It's got I'll let you see the light, how it looks under there. Let's see if I can get to it. Try to find it. I don't know if you can see the colors on it. Maybe if I let it sit a little longer, you might be able to. It might focus in. So I couldn't tell because I was, you know, I extended the tripod out so y'all could see it. So I couldn't tell if it could be seen, the colors on it. But it's, you know, it's got like purple, blue, and red colors, and there's a few white ones in the middle. So we'll see how that works, because what's been going on, you guys, is I got this strawberry wall up, which I have to work on that too. My strawberries are not doing that good, but since I put the wall up, I really haven't done anything to them. I've been neglecting it. I've just been really busy, but I'm going to get back on it. I got some plants I got growing over there. If I need to transplant them over here, I will. But I think the little bit that's left, we can make them survive, and we can get this going again. But the main thing was for me to block that intense heat that comes in here, the sunlight that comes in here and brings all that heat, because it really would cause algae to grow and all that. So now that I got that blocked, it's cool under here. the water stays cool. So my plants are getting cool water. And so the only thing that they were lacking was light, because it blocked off basically all the light. It wasn't getting light. And you can tell by the way things are growing. They're not growing real good. And you can just tell they're missing something. I know what it is. It's light. So I'm going to go ahead. I went ahead and bought me some grow lights. And I'm adding that on here. So if nothing changes drastically, let's say in the next month, then I'll pull all this out and I'm going to start over with new seeds with the grow lights. So, and we'll see from there how everything works. Like I said, this was an experiment from the beginning. And the fall's coming up. I'm going to be able to grow my bok choy and my lettuce and all that anyway. But this is really was an experiment for the summertime, so that I can continue to grow some bok choy and some lettuce and even some celery I had in here. And if I think of anything else I might want to grow in here, I don't want to crowd it up with like real big leaf stuff like mustard greens and cauliflower and broccolis and all that. This is just so that we can continue to have a salad, that we can continue to have lettuce for our salad and bok choy for our salads and whatever all year long. You know what I mean? Because we eat salad just about every day with our meals and stuff. So, and you know how it is, you know, if you don't have the means to grow it all year, well, in the summertime you got plenty tomatoes, but you have no lettuce. You have plenty cucumbers and no lettuce. Okay, so, and then when the winter comes, you have lettuce and all the greens, but you don't have tomatoes and you don't have cucumbers. So with the greenhouse, I'll be able to grow the tomatoes and the cucumbers in the greenhouse in the wintertime while the greens are growing. And then in the summertime, I can continue to grow my tomatoes and cucumbers outdoors and then grow the lettuce out here. Even here and possibly even inside at the same time. And that would give us the lettuce, hopefully, that we need to go through the summertime. And so anyway, that's the plan, you guys. And so the whole thing with the aquaponics, I had the aquaponics years ago, 11 years ago, matter of fact, or 9 years ago. We had a hurricane that came through here, and we flooded. Had 13 inches of water, and knocked the power out for weeks. We didn't have electricity here, and all my aquaponics I had back here. Now this whole setup back here was aquaponics only. That's all I had back here. And without the electricity, all my fish died, and I had some really big fish that I didn't know that they were that big because my water wasn't clear, because I was still struggling with the algae thing back then. Right now today my water's clear. I can look in there, I can see the fish. This thing's been running now several months, and it started to get some algae. After I put this up, it stopped. The algae stopped. I got a few goldfish I got from a friend I put in there. Heard that they eat algae, so I got them in there. Hopefully they're eating it. And so the next step for me in this whole area right here, and I don't know when it's going to happen, how long it's going to take, but it's to buy a panel, a solar panel, and with a little generator pack on it. They sell them like that, where you unfold the solar panel, set it up, and it puts energy to this little generator that has a battery in it, plus it has your converter and all that in it. With the plugs, you can plug things in it, and that's what I want to do. I want to get this whole little setup, because I have my incubator in here too. So like if I'm incubating eggs and something happens and we have a power outage, now with the incubation, if we out of power for, I don't really know, but let's say if we out for a day, it's going to ruin all my eggs that I have in the incubator. I would think it would. Now I would keep them in there and continue it on and see what would happen. But I need electricity back here. Okay, so the next step I'm checking into the solar panels with the little battery pack with it, and it's a converter and all that all in one. And that's what we're trying to. They're a little costly, you know, so I'm gonna have to save up my pennies, but that's something I need to get. And then once I get that here, then this is pretty much taken care of. Even if, you know, through hurricane season, through any kind of storms we might have that might, any kind of power outages that might happen, anything like that, we'll be able to keep this running here, keeping the little chicks warm, keeping the eggs incubated, keeping my fish with plenty of oxygen, with the pumps running, and looking good, you guys, looking good. So I'm excited about adding the grow light, and I think that's going to be the missing link that I needed here. And I know it seems weird, like, well, you're blocking the sunlight out and now you got to get light. Well, but having that sunlight was bringing heat that I didn't need to grow the greens. The heat and the greens don't go together, okay? It causes them to bolt very quickly. And so that was the whole purpose of this strawberry wall, which I need. I have a few plants in it that are still going at it. You can see. I need to get in here. I got it. This whole thing sank down. It was at the top. It sank down to right here, or even about right here. So I got to fix this and get this fixed. And it actually pushed the bags down where these were planted, and they behind this. So it could be choking. Now here's a plant here, a mother thing that came out. Look at that, and it's looking to root somewhere. So I probably need to pop a hole and stick it in there. Okay, so I need to get to working on that, you guys. I can't today. I got some other things I got to take care of. I got to go get some pallets. I got one more job I got to do. It's just one set of nightstands. It's going to be my last set because I just don't have time to be building furniture anymore. It takes too much of my time because I got too much going on back here, and that takes away from me. So doing that. So I got to go get pallet boards today. I have a few pallets down here, but it's not quite enough. It's not the right ones I need. And so I'm going to go today and go get a couple pallets, so I can get started on that for this week, and hopefully I can knock it out in a couple of days to get it over with. At the same time, tomorrow is Tuesday. I want to process some more chickens tomorrow. That's kind of on my, if I don't do it this week, it'll have to be next week, but if I wait till next week, then I got to buy another 50 pounds of feed. I'm trying not to do that, but if I have to, I will, because I probably ought to push it off one more week, but these chickens need to be processed. I need to finish processing them, and it takes, you know, without a chicken plucker, you guys, it takes a long time. Personally, myself, I will never do this again until I get me a chicken plucker, because that's takes the time. Even though you dunk it in the hot water, and the big feathers, the majority, they come off. There's a lot of small feathers in there, and it takes a while to pluck a chicken. Now maybe some of you have been doing it all your life, and it might be very simple and easy. It wasn't for me. I wasn't experiencing it being easy. It took a lot of time, and it wasn't like I was taking my time. I was moving at this thing because I wanted to get as much done as I could, and it just took that much time to. I did 10 chickens, and it took me all day from early morning till right before it got dark, because I allowed myself some time to clean everything up and pick up, and that takes a lot of time too. Setting up takes time, especially breaking down takes time, and you know, getting everything on ice, icing down the meat, bagging them up, all that kind of stuff. You know, all those little things add. You know, now when you watch on TV, these homesteaders, a bunch of them get together and they work together and they do it all together, and man, they just knock it out so quick. You know, they'll do, you know, 50 birds in a couple of hours because they have so much help going on. When you're in the city, it'd be nice if I could get some help like that, but most city people, their mindset is when you tell them you're butchering your chickens, they don't compute up here. They make faces. Oh, I would never eat that. And I've had them say that. I would never eat that chicken. You know, it's like, what? I mean, but you will go to Walmart and buy it, or you'll go to Popeyes and buy chicken, or go to all these fast food places and buy their chicken, right? Yeah. Okay. So anyway, that's just where the mindsets of city people are. And so I'm hoping that, you know, I got some new people watching that are in the city, and I can help change your mindset, get you more independent and self-sufficient. Quit dependent upon Walmart so much. Am I independent of Walmart right now? No, we still need Walmart. We still need a lot of things. But I'm taking my steps, and I'm getting closer and closer and closer to being self-sufficient. So I'm raising my food. I'm beginning to raise my own meat, and so this is a good thing, you guys, to being self-sufficient as far as food. So I'm getting closer in that. Now I want to be so self-sufficient in my whole life, where I don't want to have to be tied to the grid, let's say. You know, so if we can get all our power from the sun and rainwater and all that kind of stuff and make it work, that's what I want to do. And I'm not doing it because I want to be cheap. Because I tell you right now, none of it's cheap. It's not cheap. Okay? You know, maybe in the long run it might pay off, because you're not going to be paying something every month for the long run. But I'm going to tell you, your initial costs and all this stuff, it's up there. Okay, none of it's cheap. Even like myself, I go get pallet boards, and you know, like when I built my cages. You know, I mean, you see this pallet wood on the sides, and I had the whole backs done. Well, I cut them out and I put some screen. Because to me, that screen, that's expensive. That's more expensive than getting a hole of lumber and some wood. So it's like, you know, this is pallets right here. And I try to do as much as I can, as cheap as I can. And not because I'm a cheapskate, but there's a lot of resourceful material that's available for you to use. People get rid of and throw away every day. People waste a whole lot, and you can take advantage of some of that. You're not being cheap. You're not being, you know, whatever they call it. I don't know what they call it, but it's not just you being cheap. It's just, hey, there's opportunity. Like my pen I'm going to build back there. I got all that wood right there. I got it for free, but I really didn't get it for free. I went and worked and tore down a deck, and they were throwing all the lumber out. So at the end of the job, I went and I started loading up some lumber. I didn't get all of it, but I got me a nice chunk of it, enough that I think I got enough here to build my pen. And they paid me. I got paid. They paid me to tear down the deck, and then I got free wood on top of it. So just things like that, you know. Was that hard work? It was hard work. I had to work for that. Even though I was able to get the wood for free after I really had to work for it. I worked hard for it. And but it's okay. Sometimes nothing in life's easy, you know what I mean? So everything you work for, you know what I mean? So but take advantage of all the materials that are free. It's people throwing away all kind of free stuff, getting rid of free stuff all the time. You know, all the things you got to buy. I bought the landscape timbers. I used to buy 4x4s, and then they like $12. Landscape timbers $3. I'm like, oh, why haven't I been buying those? So that's what I got for here. And when I build my pen, all my 4x4s I need, I'm not getting 4x4s. I'm getting landscape timbers. So it's going to cut my price down tremendously. Just doing that, because I have to buy my post for back here. I got all my 2x material, but my 4x4 posts I would have to buy. So I'm going to use landscape timbers. And all right, guys, the tree business is going good. It slowed up a little bit. I had some family issues last 2 weeks. A month ago, my mom passed away, and a week ago, my baby sister passed away. She's 37 years old. So, you know, we've been dealing with all of that. And she just didn't suddenly pass away. She was in the hospital. So we had been taking care of things for her and going to visit her. And it's all the way, 3 hours away from where I live. And so when you take a day to go do that, that's 6 hours of driving, you know what I mean? So There's a lot involved in that. We've been busy with that, but all of that's going to be over with because my mom's passed and my sister's passed, and taking care of all that. It's pretty much over. We got my mom's house left. We're cleaning out. We're heading to estate sale. We're going to be putting it up for sale, split the money with the brothers, and then we kind of free from all of that, you know. So, all right, so that's where I'm at today. You see all my trees. I got some people coming by today to pick up a few trees. Hopefully by the weekend I can have a lot of this sold. Because that's what I was saying with all that. That's what kind of backed me up a little bit with selling the trees. It kind of slowed up because I wasn't really out pushing them. But I'm going to get online today and start pushing for sales and get these sold. So so between getting me some pallets and doing that, got the light hooked up. I got to process some chickens this week. Still got a lot to do on the homestead, and really what I really want to work on too is and you know, I know I don't have to make this a priority, but this little area right here is concrete down here where I used to put my garbage cans, because I had a gate that used to come right here, and I moved my gate to the front of the house. But I want to bust that concrete up and continue to fill all that in with mud, and so I can plant stuff there, because that's a whole area just sitting there. And it usually, after time, I know it's cleaned out right now except for 2 A-frames, but usually it becomes a place to put all the junk, and it becomes a junk area. So I need to get rid of that and carry my property over. And I was going to plant a plant in there. I still might. Not sure what I'm going to do. I'm kind of liking the idea of putting plants in pots right now. Right now I got a grapefruit there, and I have a satsuma back there. So this is a huckleberry, which I might take out and plant out in the front and put me an orange tree in here. There's my mandarin tree. It's got mandarins on it there, and right there. So they should be coming up soon. I'm thinking in the fall time they'll probably be ready. I have lemons on my lemon tree. They're just about yellow. See if I can get you to see them there. Let me zoom in on it. I got 2 of them there that they're turning yellow. Look at that. They're going to be just about ready to pick. And so that's exciting. It's our first year having lemons. Probably next year the tree is probably going to be double its size and have a lot more lemons on it. You know. Okay, so weather's starting to change, starting to feel a little better in the morning. Down here in Louisiana, usually your mornings are, you walk outside and you just turn to sweat. It's a little cooler. I think we had a storm come through last night because I mean I had some things blown over when I got up this morning. My gate was open, and these pallets were knocked down. A couple of these trees were knocked over. Let me take a look out in the front and see if anything happened out here. Bananas are still there. That's good. Everything's looking good out here. That's my mulberry tree. See how I need to get me some more shade back here. Got some bananas. Nice. Hard hard to see. Sun's shining in my face. That's a little small rack of them right there. Ain't too many of them there, unless something's been pulling them off. Now these here, some of them are starting to get puffy. They're getting ready to be able to pull this off. Some of them are still a little square. I've got to wait a little longer. And my other one's back here. Let's see how they doing. They're looking pretty good too. Alright, well, banana trees are doing good. My elderberry right here, she's doing good. It's getting a little bit of sun on it. It needs a lot more sun. I got to be clearing out a lot of this stuff so I can get my garden going, my edible garden, front yard edible garden. I want to get that going. Alright, and if any of you guys have any suggestions or ideas what I can do with this side of my yard, this is from the driveway to the property line. I want to take this whole area, it's all grass right here. I want to take it and do something with it. I mean, it's kind of good to have the grass because all I have is that, and I have this little patch in the front here, the front yard here. That's all I have. That's all I have, of grass to cut, and it's good to have it because I bag the grass and I throw the grass into the chickens, and they like to eat the grass, and I like to give them some grass because I can't free range them because I don't have no grass in my backyard, and the little bit I do have, I don't really have a way to get them there and get them back to the coop without them probably running off and trying to catch them. So I cut the grass and bring it to them. It'd be just like if I went and bought, you know, a bale of grass and fed them grass. You know what I mean? It's the same thing. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna sign out for this morning. One more shot, you guys, for the grow light set up right there. Shining down here. Now they're getting some like sunlight that they've been needing, and we'll see how they start growing, what starts happening. Should start seeing some kind of change taking place and some good growth. All right, you guys. All right, y'all be blessed. I'll see you guys on the next video.